Hello everybody, welcome to County Line. Alright, so this is the new map. You guys voted and there was a resounding yes to change map, so here's the County Line. If you have not seen this map, give you an idea what it looks like. It is a pretty big map. It's a 4x map, so for single player it might be interesting to see how it goes. And this is what the main yard looks like. You have some storage over here. I think you can open up both sides of these if memory serves. There we go. Nice. Oh no, it's just one side. I couldn't remember if it was one or both sides. Then you have some almost like coverall type buildings over here. I don't know if this is for your root crops. Nope, just storage. It's a nice building actually. And there's this one over here as well. I think my in-laws actually use one of these. Excellent. And then they also have this over here, which is our grain complex on the main farm here. This is what it looks like. This is what the main farm. I'm not going to explore the whole map today because it's quite a large map, and it would probably take a good 30 minutes just to explore the whole map. We'll see it as we go along. This is the grain complex. Okay, good. Whew. I was like, I hope we don't have to use this because that doesn't play like well with Courseplay and stuff like that. Here's our drop-off point here, and our loading points right there. Excellent. And here is our house apparently. We have the fuel, it looks like. Propane. That's not fuel, it's just propane, I guess. And there's a fuel over their side there. Here's the shop, looks like. And you have this area right here where you can, oh, it's inside? Why do they put it inside? Anyways, you have your seeds and fertilizer over here. Let me show you what we're starting off with. If you have suggestions for what else we should start off with, by all means leave a suggestion below. So I start off with the Oliver 1955, the Ford 8830, the John Deere 4760, the Case 1455, the Dodge pickup, or just the pickup, combine, trailer 8340 Ford, or I should say New Holland. This is a small cultivator they start you off with. This is a small seeder they start you off with, and there's the header, and then a fertilizer. So, if you have any suggestions for whether we should get some bigger equipment to start off with, so let me give you an idea of like the size of these fields, because they are pretty big. So this is one of the fields we start off with, right here. It's already been plowed for us. But this is a smaller field. It's like, look at 10 in comparison to like, let's say 15 or 17. This is what it looks like right here. So not a small field by any means. Just to give you an idea. And having said that, I might as well just start our work right away. Otherwise, things will never get done. There we go. So that's what that field looks like. Just to compare it to some of the other stuff. So I'm not sure what size of tractor we should use. This is I think this tractor, look at the size of this John Deere in comparison to this Ford. I believe the John Deere is, this is 185 horsepower and this John Deere is 175. So they're about the same horsepower, but size difference. Anyhow. So let's grab this New Holland Ford here. I should say it's just a Ford. And I probably should grab that trailer first too. Is this the right side? Yes, okay. This is the fertilizer trailer from the Kuhn DLC, of course. One thing I have noticed so far is, but from driving around, I've noticed the frame rates do kind of fluctuate a little bit because it is such a large map. So once you've kind of driven around the whole map, it'll have everything loaded up and it'll be good, I imagine. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make that fertilizer and everything outside the building. I've never been a big fan of inside buildings unless you can drive through the buildings. There we go. Because on this farm, it really doesn't make sense to have it in a building as you get bigger equipment, because you're not really going to go into the building to do it. Unless you use like bags, I suppose, which is another option. Alright, right in here. Oh, it's not there, okay. Am I missing something? I know I need to refill this sprayer. I just didn't realize it wasn't right here. Where the heck is it then? Is this only for liquid fertilizer, I guess, maybe? That's possible? Let's try this once again. It should not be that difficult to fill up your fertilizer. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I have to fill it somewhere else. On the outside, maybe? Let's take a look. Is there a trigger point right here? No, there's nothing there for that. Nothing there for the propane. Alright, well, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to solve this problem right now. Because... not cool. We're looking for a solid fertilizer tank. Let's put it right here. Sounds good. That'll solve our problem right now, at least. I don't know, I've run that problem a couple times now. It's kind of bizarre. I don't know what the deal is. Like, do you need to open up the hatch first? I don't think so. Last time I checked, it does it automatically. Yeah, see? I don't know. Stranger things have happened, I suppose. There we go. Get this nice and full. That doesn't look like, it looks like it's okay proportioned. Proportionally, looks alright. We may have problems with the weight though. This is a pretty big tractor actually. It shouldn't have problems with this. You wouldn't think at least, but stranger things have happened. Excellent. So like I said before, if you have any suggestions for any other equipment we can add, I can easily throw it in here. It's not a big deal. Doesn't take very much to add stuff in. There we go. Close that up. Oh, don't hire a worker. Just wanted to close that. There we go. Alright, so we want to head... I guess we can just go this way. Through our grain area here. And they do give you a bit of a pasture area as well, as you can see here, that you can mow. I didn't give myself any mowing equipment, but I can easily add that in, like I said. So the prices on this map aren't too bad either, actually. And I believe everything is collidable, or so far I've discovered everything is collidable. There we go. I'm just going to leave those gates open because there's really no reason to leave them closed. Excellent. It doesn't look too bad. Looks like it's a bit heavy on the back of this Ford, but that's the way it goes. So like I said, they have been fertilized already. As you can see, the fields have been fertilized already. So, yes. And what you can do here is with the Vary Width mod, you can actually increase your size of your spread here a little bit. And that will decrease the time it takes to do this field significantly. Let's start from this end over here. I could hire a worker too. I don't know. I'm not sure if the AI extension works with. Well, let's find out actually. I'm sure it does. So let's hire a worker. It's detecting the field width. Okay. Okay, it does work. I wasn't sure. I hadn't tried that, but that right there, if you're wondering what I just did, was the AI extension is that mod. Is it going to turn off this fertilizer spreader, I wonder? Or is this going to back up with it running the whole time? Apparently it's going to get stuck on that fence there. Alright. That was unexpected. So the fences are collidable, as we just discovered there. Let's see. It should be able to detect this and do it itself eventually. Should be the keyword here, of course. So if I bring up the, oh goodness, what is the extension? Adjust working width. No, we want to left shift and H. So put the AI info on. Should be able to see where it's detecting the edge. Don't need Courseplay up, but yeah, there you go. We'll see how this makes up on the turn up here, because the big deal is going to be like this should be able to work perfectly fine by itself. I don't know what it's doing here. This is the reason why I never liked the AI extension. I'm still not a big fan of it because it does stuff like this. I have no idea what it's trying to do or why it's trying to do that. Why is it backing up? Why are you going here? Maybe it just doesn't detect the yeah, I don't know. If it's a cultivator, it's okay because it doesn't cost you anything to like continuously spray, but obviously with the with that type of hard worker, it definitely wants to do some strange things. Old reliable GBS, jeez. But that will work for other things like planting, for example. And I probably will set it up to plant like that. And of course, I would like to upgrade to some of the bigger equipment at some point, because this smaller equipment, while it works, it does take even on this is a smaller field, believe it or not, like I said. So even some of these smaller fields, it would take quite a bit of time to get stuff done on the smaller sides. So keep that in mind. Yeah, this actually probably might have been a better map for a server, now that I think about it, but that's fine. See how it goes. I have some pretty big equipment now, so it's not a huge deal. So this is what AI extension was supposed to do. It does work, as you saw, but not as it's always a bit finicky. It's not something I want to sit there and watch, because what it does is always kind of like, really, like, why are you doing that? Like, okay, whatever, like. And I often just sit there and watch it and question why it's doing certain things, because it just doesn't make sense to me what it's doing half the time. But hey, what's new there? And like I said before, that's the same reason why I really don't enjoy using that particular mod a lot, because it does really strange things, and you just sit there and you kind of like tilt your head and go, what is it doing? At least with Courseplay, I know what it's going to do most of the time. Like, there are the odd time where it's going to go all over the place, but I wonder if Courseplay would be able to detect the field width here. Let's just see. It should be able to. Yeah. No problem. Alright, so if I were to change it into, let's see. Let's save this as, what is this, 10? There we go. Put it into fertilizer mode. 10. Starting corner, I don't know. Don't think it really doesn't really matter. Southwest heading north. Probably east would be better. Turn to first point, yes. And then, just for reference sake, let's see what this looks like. Well, that's not terrible, actually. Probably should have done a headland, though. Headland 1. There we go. And that's what it looked like. Oh, that's not terrible, I suppose. It's hard to determine which way would be better, like north-south or east-west sometimes in these shapes of fields. Like, I know this is going to miss stuff, and that's fine. I'm totally okay with that, but not everybody else is. You don't need to see those lines. I may do that, but for now we're just going to stick with doing this manually. At least this headland. And we're actually making pretty good progress. I didn't think we were going to be able to get so much done with one tank, because by increasing the width of the spread, I've actually increased the usage as well. It doesn't just randomly, you can't just increase the width without using more, or the usage, I should say. Which is kind of neat. So, if you have any suggestions again, for what we should try and do on this farm, leave a comment below with what we should try to work towards on this farm. Let's do just another overlap here, just so we get it all. Like I said, if you have any suggestions for what we should try to do on this farm, by all means leave a suggestion below. If I have my way, I will most likely just do grain half the time, because that is what I enjoy doing in the game. And this map, I don't know if they have other storage points for your grain. I'm assuming they do, but I just don't know where they would be. So, it's entirely possible that there will be a few places where I may or may not do. I don't know. We'll see. Just like this. And we want it to turn before that, so maybe 20 meters before the turning point. So if you ever want your guy to turn before the edge of the field, it's this little button right here. So see how he's turning before like a. So normally if you left this to 1, it would go like right to the edge and it would definitely hit that fence. But because I changed that that setting to 20 meters, it stays quite far away from the edge and then makes the turn. But that's how you can do it, at least if ever you're wondering. Excellent. So this is going to require a little bit of work. So remember, this is 50 meters. And that was the headland we just did, and look how much we still have to do. It's a big map. It's a big map. Single player, you definitely find it challenging because what you have to end up getting things set up and whatnot. So, but it's a really nice map. I have actually played this map in. Well, I played this map in 15. I think I did a little showcase on it, if memory serves, and it was. I questioned whether it was the best map of 2015, FS 2015. But in FS 2015, you had some really cool stuff. Like you had the ability to like buy additions to your farm and whatnot. Whereas this, you do not have any of those options with buyable objects and stuff like that, because that is not in 17, to the best of my knowledge. So they used to have that. They used to have the GMK mod, which is a gold misting caulk mod, which is like a lime, slurry, and manure. And I believe this map does have the chopped straw, if memory serves. So we'll see that in action as well. And what else I think that's all it has. This map only has the chopped straw mod, and that's it, as far as I know. I don't think this map even has a compost master on it. I don't think, at least. I could be mistaken, though. If I'm mistaken, leave me a comment below, because I really don't know off the top of my head. I haven't explored all the map. I'm pretty sure it used to have a compost master, but don't know if it still does anymore. There we go. Very nice. Anyways, let me finish up this field, then we'll come back in a moment. So as I suspected, didn't have enough fertilizers to do that whole field, so I'm just refilling now. They're pretty big fields, so keep that in mind if you decide to play on this map. So this map is from American Eagle Modding. That's where it originally was from, and that's where it's still from now. And as I mentioned as well, it has been stripped down quite a bit since the previous game. Any eggs? Apparently I got one. This is good. Just one egg? Oh, there's two right there. No other eggs though? Okay. Good to know. Here's another shed over here. What's in this one over here? It's like a workshop. Okay, you can drive through this one. That's nice. Oh, looks like our fertilizer is already filled up there. I don't know where the cows are. Where did they put the cows in this map? Over there, looks like. Let's see what this is like over here, because I have not seen the cows. This is the cow area. Nice little storage facility there. Got some big old silos. That looks like they do nothing. They're just there for show. Alright. There's a cat. Hey cat. Hey. He's walking on air. Barn cat, I guess. Alright, so here's the actual cow area. Now it's running. Must have scared it. So we have a slurry silo, or slurry bunker right here, or slurry area. I can walk up here. Nope, apparently getting stuck there. So no go there. There's your, wow, I can go through the slurry, or the manure. Alright. There's that. And they have a silo here for some reason. I guess it is for extra slurry storage. The way it looks, I guess. Okay, can't go through there. Can I open this gate up? I can indeed. Excellent. So you can drive up in here if you'd like. And I'm sure you can feed them from here. Yes, you can, it looks like. Excellent. And then you have, this is, well, that's interesting. They put the little milker in a separate barn. I guess that makes sense. Usually it would be in the fancy barn itself, not necessarily separately, but... Oh, you do have a milk max. You can pick up your milk separately here. It's kind of nice. I wonder if they have a milk homogenizer somewhere on here too. 2 giant bunkers over there for all your bunker purposes. Some water there. There's the cat floating again. Is that, is there no... I'm just curious if there's a gate, because I just walked right through that barn and there was nothing to stop cows from getting out. Yeah, you can just... Yeah, it looks like there's no gate here, really. Cows can just walk out of there. Somehow I don't think it's on purpose, but anyways. Yeah, I feel like that doesn't make any sense then. Why would you have an open barn with a... Anyhow, it's not the end of the world, but it just seems kind of funny. Alright, that's not too bad then. It's pretty big. Vast area for your cows. Nice. Let's go back and finish up. That cat is following me. Stop following me. Here's a question for you. Are you a cat person or a dog person? Leave a comment below. I am more of a dog person than a cat person, but my wife is more of a cat person. So usually it works. Usually one person in the couple is usually has one particular animal they like more than the other, so it's not unusual by any means. So here we go. This is how much I got done before I had to stop, basically, or before I ran out of fertilizer, really. So right now I do have 3 stages of fertilizer on, as well as periodic plowing, so I imagine all these fields should be plowed at some point in the near future. So I will have to consider some plowing options soon. Bit of a hiccup there. So we got maybe like 2 passes left. Yeah, that cow area wasn't too bad actually. I'm pretty surprised by that. There we go. Has a nice little area. The one thing that kind of was bizarre with that, the milker being in the old barn and having like the cows can just walk out of that. Because what happens in real life with those types of milkers, the cows walk in by themselves and they walk out by themselves. So if that's the case, they would just walk out of the field there, out of the pasture for the cows, which is kind of funny. There we go. Get that last little bit there. Excellent. And here's, I think we may have to do one more pass just from what it looks like. Just a guess though. There's gonna be a little tiny bit we missed right over there. Just a little tiny bit. Yeah, for Courseplay this wouldn't be too bad actually. As long as you gave it enough space. Because like the problem would be you run into is like just the direction it's heading. Because the way the fields are situated, it's not like you can't really go north, south, east, west very easily. So could be kind of interesting to see how that would work out. There we go. The last little bit here. Nice. Now it's been fertilized once, I think. Let's just check. I think it's only been fertilized once. I don't think that was the second time. Oh, part of it was the second time. That's confusing. There's a little tiny section in the bottom corner over here, which has only been fertilized once, apparently. Did I miss a huge section, or did that get fertilized twice before I started playing on here? My guess is it's been fertilized once before I started playing on here. Let's see here. It's all fertilized. Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely has been... Okay, apparently it was fertilized once by somebody else. So anyways, there you go. Alright folks, that'll be the first episode. Like I said before, if you have any comments on what we should try and aim towards, leave a comment below. And if you'd like me to adjust the starting equipment, by all means, leave me a comment below as well. My name is Iain Robson. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more County Line. Catch you guys later.